day stronger. One day stronger. One day stronger. One day stronger.
One day longer.
One day stronger.
One day longer.
One day stronger.
No, I mean, I did hope that they would be more open. I certainly, we went into those rooms with our own open mind and with the goal of establishing a dialogue with the CEOs. We were very happy that they were there because here are ultimate decision makers who have the power to say yes, and that's what we really wanted them to do. We adjusted our proposals. We gave them a full set of counterproposals yesterday. We made changes to our AI proposal. We made dramatic changes to what used to be our streaming revenue share proposal, and we took it out of revenue share completely at their insistence. So we made big moves in their direction that have been just ignored and not responded to. And it's wrong. It's not right. And the worst part of all of it is them canceling a full day of scheduled bargaining today and just saying they're not coming back to the table, because whatever differences we have are only going to get resolved by talking to each other. So we're not going to find a solution to this if they just leave and don't talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming out. Yeah.
I mean, there's a laundry list of like gaslighting that's going on in the way this is being communicated by them, and I think our negotiating committee members really do feel like, taken together, that's what that is. It's not how you treat someone with respect in negotiations. It is pressure tactics and bullying.
Union strong. Union strong. Union strong.
Union strong.
Union strong.
Union strong.
Union strong.
Union strong.
Union strong. Union strong.
Sure, I mean, we've said since day one of negotiations and day one of this strike that what has to happen for performers is they have to have informed consent over the use of any digital replica of them. It's not that hard, it's not that complicated, and that they have to be fairly compensated. So the studios and streamers know that everyone agrees with us on this, right? Nobody thinks it's okay to take someone's image and likeness and use it without consent. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to say that they agreed to that, but they didn't. If you actually look at their proposal, they, for example, have maintained a proposal to say that on a franchise project like Marvel Cinematic Universe, that they could take someone on the first day of the job and say, if you want to keep this job, you have to sign off on this consent, and then with that consent, we can use your digital replica forever in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. No further consent, no further compensation. It could be for a movie that's going to be written 10 years down the road. No one even knows that it exists yet you're supposedly consenting to that. That's not right, and that's just one example of how they're overreaching in this AI area and making it impossible for us to reach an agreement.
Like a person going up and down, but like I'm actually done. I told me
And you have to give consent forever. I mean, it's one thing to say to someone, we want to use a digital replica in this job, and you either have to agree to that or you won't get the job. It's another thing to say to someone, we want to do that in this job, and you have to sign away the rights and control of your image and likeness forever, for potentially even after you die, to this company to use and make movies with, as long as it's still in this cinematic universe. That's not consent. That's not consent at any level. I hope so. I would love for them to say, we changed our mind and we're coming back to the table tomorrow. That would be, nothing would make me happier than that. I don't know that that's going to happen, but what I do know is we're ready, we're at the table, all they have to do is come back. And so I hope that the CEOs of these companies get that message and reverse course.
Big deal.
I've been trying to